Everybody knows that taking care of our health is incredibly important. Our health is one of the most basic fundamental needs for every individual, but when diseases hit, unknowingly this can create limitations to the way we live, our experiences, and at the end of the day, our quality of life. But while this is true for all patients, what many people don't really know is the long-lasting impacts of the disease towards an individual and the people around them. Today we'll share a real-life story of how a disease can impact a patient and those around them.
Hi, I'm Ronald. I'm brother for Eugene, who was attacked by a hemorrhagic stroke since 5 months ago. I have been his caregiver since the day one of stroke. Eugene is a typical young man who works as a chartered accountant, have a life full of possibilities and great career establishment. However, life doesn't treat him that well. Since the day one of stroke, Eugene is suffering with paralysis on his right limbs. From that time, we knew that he was not able to return to his original lifestyle and he loses his mobility completely.
Oftentimes, many people assume that disease only lasts in the hospital. But the truth is that the disease will most times follow you home and impact not only you, but the people around you. Patients with non-communicable diseases may feel that they lost some authority over their own selves. And many also feel that they are no longer as independent as they used to be. Beyond clinical problems, we also see distress in finances, family relationships, as well as the mental health of all parties involved.
Upon discharge from the hospital, Eugene lost his jobs and being homebound. My mom and I has to make a drastic change in life in order to support and accommodate Eugene. My mom has to close down her F&B business so as she can make herself available to ensure Eugene is well taken care of. She has to move from her hometown to stay in a city where all the medical facilities are available for Eugene's recovery. While that time, I frequently applied leaves in order to transport Eugene's and my mom in the search for a better treatment. We're going to juggle with Eugene's needs, not just at home, but also hospital follow-ups, rehab sessions, and all the consultation with doctors. You know, it is very stressful to see someone you love so much being stuck in such a state, and we are just being helpless around him. We even feel depressed when we see Eugene crying alone in a room or feeling frustrated for troubling us. I have to admit that there are several times we really feel like giving out and just wish that nothing has happened like the way it did.
Burnout is not just a mental state, but it is also physical and emotional too. And with caregivers, this is definitely something very plausible when you consider the sacrifices they have to make. I remember a caregiver who had to care for her parents who had multiple non-communicable diseases. After some time, she started experiencing low moods, poor appetite, insomnia, and even depressive symptoms. She spoke about how now adding the additional layer of caring for her parents on top of being a mom, work and life, every area of life, every relationship was compromised to some extent. This happens to a lot of caregivers and loved ones. And it's one of the biggest impacts from a disease that we don't talk about very often.
At the end of the day, we deeply love Eugene and absolutely committed to help him and make sure he heals in his recovery journey. Every day, with great hope and positive thoughts, we believe one day Eugene will get back his normal life since he is still young. For everyone out there, you know, it is not just the hospital charges and medical bills. It is the cost for not being able independent again, and the cost of sacrifice by the loved one, and also the cost of the brightest future of the patient. So in brief, do take good care of yourself and be your own guardian of your own health.
When you get sick, it's not just you, it's also the people around you. So do take your health as a major priority. Your loved ones will love you for it.